This is the 2004 Honda Accord EX V6 with the 6-speed manual. I'll only be doing these types of older cars just once in a while. I just thought this was a pretty cool car because I don't usually see these types of Accords with the 6-speed manual and the V6. The exterior color of this particular car is San Marino red, and here's the key. This is just the spare key, I'm pretty sure. But let's get up close and personal with the 2004 Accord V6. First of all, walking up to the car, since I don't have the actual key fob, you know, just like the old days. So you have a tan leather interior with an 8-way power driver's seat. It is perforated leather, that's pretty cool. Here's your door panel with a soft touch material up top, faux wood trim, leather and stitching here. Your driver's window is automatic. Here are your door locks, window locks, and mirror controls. Here's just some storage and a cup holder. Here's your trunk release and fuel release. Here are your sunroof controls and your traction control off button. You have more wood trim here. So since this Accord is a manual, to start it, make sure that the car's in neutral. Put your foot on the brake and clutch and start it up. Now this Accord has the 3-liter V6. We'll listen to how it sounds later in the video. So you have a 3-spoke leather-wrapped steering wheel, which is hydraulically assisted. And on the left side of the steering wheel are your volume controls, station controls, your mode button. Your cruise control buttons are on the right side. Use your cruise control to turn it on and off. Your cancel, accelerate, and decelerate. On the left side are your headlight controls, and on the right side are your wiper controls. Now looking at the instrument panel, you have your tachometer on the left, your speedometer and trip computer in the middle. You can just scroll through the exterior temperature, trip A and B. This particular car has 121,000 miles. Here's your fuel gauge and temperature gauge. Now looking at the center, this is, you know, early 2000s Honda. So, I like that it's accented all in red, gives it a sporty feel to it. So, this model has the premium audio system. So you have AM, FM, here's your volume and power. You also have CD. You don't have an aux jack though. You also have XM radio. Here's your seek and skip buttons, your CD load button. It's a 6-disc CD changer. Here are your preset buttons and your different CD buttons. Here's your display and repeat buttons, your tune button. Here's your CD eject button, scan, volume, and sound buttons just to change your bass and treble, stuff like that. This model does have dual zone automatic climate control. So here's your fan speed, your different temperatures. It's on sync right now. If you hit dual, I can have my own temperature and the passenger can have their own temperature. You can also turn it off. Here's your AC button, mode button for your different modes. Here's the button to turn the audio on or off. Here's the passenger side temperature control. Here's your auto button for automatic climate control. Your off button, dual, to enable the dual zone capabilities. Your recirculation button, front and rear defrost. Now down here, you have a lot of wood trim throughout the car. It's faux wood trim. You have another little storage compartment just to put like your phone or whatever in there. Overall, this part of the dash, well, most of the dash is a hard touch plastic. This part right here is a soft touch plastic, like especially right here on the dash. You have some more of that wood trim. I like tan leather interiors. They look pretty nice. Now down here, this Accord does have the 6-speed manual. and all the way over to the right for reverse. You also have parking sensors on this model. Your driver and passenger side seats are heated. They are dual stage. More of that wood trim is down there. You have your manual parking brake, 2 cup holders which can change sizes. Now the seats are actually pretty supportive, especially since this is the Accord Coupe. I like that it's perforated leather, and I like the color of it, just like how I mentioned before. So right here you have a center console and an armrest. It's on the hard side, but it is sort of soft touch, but it is a plastic. So here's the button for the dual trays. It's pretty deep below. You have a power outlet down there. And for the first tray, you have just like some coin compartments down here and another tray to put your phone. Here's your garage home link, your different light controls, and your glasses compartment. You have visors with lights and mirrors on both sides. And here's your sunroof. Sort of on the small side, but that's okay. So let's check out the rear seats. So to get back to the rear seat, just pull this lever up, and the seat back moves forward. You still have that perforated leather. Let's try to get back here. Now getting back here, the driver's side seat is almost all the way back, and I have no legroom. My knees are touching the back of the seat, but I'm not uncomfortable. You have map pockets on both sides. There's nothing in the middle here. You don't have a center tray, but you do have cup holders on both sides and seat belts as usual. To get out of it, just pull the lever again. So let's check out the trunk of the Accord. So just pull it. Your driver's window is automatic, just like how I said. Now back here, you have 12.8 cubic feet of volume. That's pretty decently sized for a mid-size coupe, especially in the mid-2000s. Now underneath, you have your spare tire and jack. So let's check out under the hood of the Accord Coupe. So the hood latch is just to the top left of the Honda logo. It is gas start assisted, which is really nice. So under the hood of the Accord, you have a 3-liter single overhead cam 24 valve V6 that makes 240 horsepower and 212 pound-feet of torque. And that's going to the front wheels using a 6-speed manual. So you should be expecting about 20 miles per gallon in the city and 30 on the highway, depending on how you drive. Now these Accord V6s are pretty well known to be high performance, getting between 5.5 and 6.5 seconds to 60 miles an hour. I think that's pretty good for a mid-size coupe. So let's hear how the Accord sounds. So let's check out the exterior by turning on the headlights and the hazards. So starting in the front, you have halogen low beams and high beams and turn signals. Fog lights were an aftermarket accessory for these mid-2000s Accord, so they didn't come from the factory. They were a dealer option. I still really like the looks of these Accords. I prefer the refreshed ones better, like the front and the rear of them. But this car looks really nice overall, even after being over 10 years old. On the side you have 17-inch alloy wheels with 4-wheel disc brakes and 4-wheel independent front and rear suspension. I think they look pretty nice. They're special on this model of Accord. On the rear you have halogen taillights and brake lights and turn signals. This model has the optional parking sensors in the rear, your license plate lights, and your antenna. Your third brake light's there too. Now only on V6 manual Accords you get a red V6 badge. I think that's pretty cool. It distinguishes an automatic from a manual. You also have a dual exhaust. So the trim levels of the Accord Coupe start at the LX, the EX, then the EXL. All models could get the 3-liter V6. The EXL could get navigation, and all models could either get a 5-speed automatic or a 6-speed manual. The main competitors for the Accord Coupe back in 2004 would be other mid-size coupes, such as the 2004 Toyota Camry Solara, the 2004 Chevy Monte Carlo, and the 2004 Chrysler Sebring Coupe. Those are just some of the Accord's competitors. There are probably more, but those are the ones that come to my mind first. So this marks the 7th generation for the Accord, and this is actually one of my most favorite generations of Accord besides the newest generation. I just feel like they have more character and just, they look good. I prefer the refreshed ones better though. So I hope you all enjoyed getting up close and personal with the 2004 Honda Accord EX V6 with the 6-speed manual. If you have any questions about this car, just leave them in the comments below. This car is actually for sale on our used lot. I've also done a video on the new Accord Coupe, but that was the 6-speed automatic. Check that out if you want to. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.